Everybody's talking about Simone Biles and her 8 gold medals. Congratulations, by the way. But not really that many people are talking about her and her husband, Jonathan. In fact, it's really interesting how the tables are really turned on this relationship, because most of the time people don't know who the athlete is married to when they're a man. And here we are with a really top-tiered athlete like Simone Biles, who's married to a Bears NFL player who actually was able to miss 7 preseason practices in order to make it to the Olympics to support his wife. And in fact, when most people talk about him, they actually refer to him as Mr. Simone Biles. They don't actually even know his name, again, Jonathan Owens. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that I learned about the relationship that I had no idea about, because I wanted to go down the rabbit hole. For those of you who are like, hey, I'm not sure if there's any good guys on dating apps, well, here we go. Here's him completely cheering her on and being really excited at the Olympics, watching her. Yes, they did meet on a dating app. It's called Raya. It's actually for other celebrities to meet each other. And when he met her, he actually didn't even know who she was. And at first, she was a little upset about it, but it got to a point where it was actually a good thing that he didn't know about her, because they got to know each other from who they were, as opposed to what either one of them had read about in the press or, social media and all that kind of stuff. And they actually met during the pandemic, which she says was a good thing, in that they were able to really become friends. And that's something that I tell my clients all the time, is to really allow yourself to get to know someone on a friendship level more than just the physical level. So they really got to know each other. They spent a long time getting to know who they were. And here's something that I think is really, really important. They are both professional athletes. Now, we know that because obviously he's an NFL player, but here's why. Because there's an intensity that goes along with athletics that most people don't understand. And when you are practicing over and over again, it is such a mental game to be able to do all of these different things, that he understands what she's going through and she understands what he's going through. And I always want people to make sure they have their own lives and are able to feel really complete in themselves before they start dating. And obviously for these two, that was something that they both did and worked on before they got into a serious relationship with each other. And we all know about the very public mental health issues that Simone had 4 years ago because of the sexual abuse that she had from her doctor, which all these other, major athletes had come out with also. But she got stuck in this mental health issue. But the good thing, again, when she was, I think they were still dating at the time, she was able to talk it through, and he was her rock. He was able to support her without trying to fix her or tell her what to do, just remind her to go to therapy, and was there for her when she needed to talk. And here he is actually in this photo with her grandma and himself videoing. And I actually couldn't find the picture, but there's a bunch of pictures of him too, where he is taking notes and actually keeping score to make sure the judges are doing the right scorekeeping. So he's really invested in her doing her best, and he's not at all insecure about the fact that she is amazing and getting all of this press. In fact, he's even more inspired by her because he gets to see her in front of the cameras, how she works the press and all that, which is, again, something that he understands because he does it too. And look at the look on his face behind that camera. I mean, he is so impressed with her. And there was just some backlash about him wearing her gold. I'm going to just go out on a limb here. They're waiting for a response from them. But here's the thing. Again, when both people are so used to supporting each other and they understand what the other person has gone through to get to that point, to me, in my opinion, him wearing that is like, hey, I support you, and I'm so, so, so excited for you. We did this together. Not that he's taking any credit for it in any way, shape, or form, but he's just so impressed. I mean, he even wears her T-shirts, in public, so that she can show off her merch, and he can really, show off what an amazing woman that he's married to, without feeling demeaned or lowered because his wife is doing so well. Seems like Simone is winning on the mat and in her love life. And I will tell you, there is not anyone that deserves it more with everything she's experienced in her life. Go get it, girl. I am so happy for you.